All right. Welcome back. Hopefully you got your fastener all sorted out. Um because we need that part for the next part that we're going to design. So, basically, we're going to have our cover and I'm going to hide this for now, but there's going to be there's going to be two fasteners that go through the cover to thread it down to the body. So, let me just take a quick screenshot and do my Microsoft Paint drawing. So basically, there's going to be uh, a fastener right here and you're going to screw through the back into the body to lock the back down to the body. And then there's going to be two more fasteners here and here. And there's going to be like what's it called? Like a little plastic board shape, and the fasteners are going to press the board against the stepper motor so it doesn't fall out of the body, and the stepper motor is completely constrained and can't move at all. And then there's going to be two more fasteners that lock down the wings down to the body so they can't move. They could only rotate up and down. And then there's going to be one more fastener that, since the neck slides down through the body, the fastener is going to lock the neck down into the body so it can't come out of its position. So let's work on that. How are we going to do this? So to save some work, we don't have to recreate the bolts because we just did that, but we do have to recreate basically what would be the nut into the body to make sure that things can fasten down to it. So we're going to create a sketch. So we're going to create a sketch on this face here, and we're going to create a circle of diameter 10, and then we're going to offset it, make that 5, and position it like here's good. And then we're going to extrude. We're going to offset upwards 5. And we'll just make this like, it doesn't have to be very big. 15, but it's got to go the other way. So we're offsetting up 5, but then it's extruding down 15. And we are not going to merge. Boom. All right, so now we're basically just making the same thread that we did for our nut and bolt, but in this body. Well, this would be the equivalent of the nut. So you're taking the same settings. You can refer back to the same file if you want. I think I have my settings just saved because it was the last thing I did here. You know what? I made a mistake. The bolts are 20 millimeters long, so this has to go down at least 20. And then we go to thread. Select our thread location. There we go. We're going to extrude the thread. And press OK. Actually, let's go down 25. And this thread, it won't go down that far. We'll do, I don't know, 15. That's fine. Okay, so now we have this body with our thread. We still have to move face, right? So we do a section on the top view and then bring it down, sort of section our little boss here. So just like the nut and bolt, we've got to move face and make sure you copy the move face for whatever you had. So mine works really well at 0.3. You're going to go the other way. Make sure you click all 4 faces. And then we do our fillet of 0.25. No, that is not what I wanted. Ugh. That. And that. And that. Slow with fillets. I don't know why. Boom. Okay. That looks good. And instead of repeating this work over and over and over again, now we have one body and we could just move this to wherever we want and save some time. So if we press move copy body, we click this guy, and I'm just going to do a, whoops, just going to snap to the back. Do copy one. We're just going to slide this over. So this is just for fastening down the back cover. Right? And then we got to do this a couple more times. So then there's another one that's snap to the back. That should be sort of in line with our stepper motor. So like here is good. And then we should also go down 10 millimeters. So in the Z direction, we're going down 10. And then I want to slide this one over. Let me snap. Do another one of these on the other side so we can clamp down on the stepper motor. And then there should be one final one that that goes behind the neck. So I'll do move copy body. I'll do this one because it's already a bit lower. Go to the back. Can I just do this? Ooh, I can just do this. Oh, it doesn't like that though. Something like that. Oh, we may have to go. Shoot, I can't see anything. Whoops. What if I do a section view? I gotta fix this one. I want to make it so it's like on top of this. So if I measure the distance between here and here, I need to go back 2.7 something. Edit this. So minus this. All right, so now they're right on top of each other. So we got 4 here and then 1 behind the neck. All right, so now we're going to attach these to the body. So all right, so let's make a sketch. We'll start with the one behind the neck. Let's make a sketch on the bottom of the body, and then you can just convert entities, and then feature extrude up to body. Is this going to work? Go the other way? There you go. And I want to combine this one. Shoot. Combine. Oh my Lanta, this is annoying. There you go. Other way. Boom. Nice. All right, so now that's attached to our body. Now we have to do the same thing for all the other bodies. So it's a little annoying. I'm gonna use section view to get a good view at what I'm doing. And all of these are on different planes. So that's, well, actually, maybe we could do only 2 instead of 4. So if we do a front plane section view, and then we turn this around. Whoops. And then we do a section, or we do a sketch on, so these 2 should be coplanar and these 2 should be on the same plane. So if we do this, what happens if we convert entities for this guy and this guy? And then we extrude it up to body. Yeah, that'll work. Let's see if auto will work and won't combine all of our parts together. I think it worked. No, it connected the feet. You see what happens? If you leave auto, anything that's like touching, it's gonna think that you want to connect it. And I didn't. All right, so now let's get those other 2 bosses. You gotta section until you see the bottom of them. Oh, so like here. And then you draw a sketch on the bottom. Do you convert entities? Sorry if I'm going a little fast, but we've done this like the same technique a bunch of times. I think you guys know where I'm headed with this. That's the only reason why I'm going a little quick. Features, extrude body. Okay, so I want this guy, I want this guy, and I want this guy. But then it deselects that guy, and I have to select them up here again. So annoying. Okay, we're good. Nice. Okay. Let's save this. Cool. So now what I want. So the next thing we're going to do is create that little bar that's going to press down on the stepper motor and lock it into place. So we're going to make a sketch on here. And then I'm going to take the outermost ring here. Convert that. And that. And this. And this. And then snap. And then just connect it. Connect the lines here. And then we're just going to have to do a little trim operation. Trim this and this. And now that's what we need. We'll go up, what, 3? We don't want to merge this. This is going to be a new piece. Actually, these should, like, the fasteners need to fit through these holes, so we need to offset this a little bit. So I'll offset these 2 holes by, I don't know, 0.25. That's probably fine. Cool. And then we gotta change the holes on these guys. They should not be whatever we made them prior. So I'm gonna convert them, construction geometry, offset them. Wait, what are they now? I don't know what they are now. I'm just gonna draw new ones. And then I'm holding control and selecting both of them. And then all I have to do is dimension one of them. Let's make them 11. And we'll do extrude cut. No. We just want to go forward by 3. Boom. Here we are. Cool. So now we want to make the holes with threads that the fasteners are going to have to go through to lock down the wings in place. So we want the same center point. And these are going to be equal. And then you dimension them, make it 10. So these are going to be just like these bosses that we made over here. And let's extrude cut. And we'll go up to body. Oh, whoops. Up to surface. Yeah, it works. Cool. Then same operation as before. We're just going to be adding the threads. Should be the same settings here. Make sure it's on extrude. Can I select two at the same time? No, you can't. Extrude that. And then same thing as before. We got to do a top-down view to look at those threads. We're going to do the same thing that we've been doing. Move face on these guys. Boom. 0.3. This guy. This guy. And this guy. And also this guy. Oh, whoops. Are we going the other way? And that guy. And that guy. And also this guy. So you're selecting the four faces. 1, 2, 3, 4. What happened? I get messed up over here. Redo it. That, and that. And then we do this, this, and this. All right, we're good. We got to do our rounds fillet. 0.25. All four of those edges. There we go. Boom. Okay, we're all set there. Also, something I just noticed is there's a little gap between our little snowboard piece and this guy of 1 millimeters. So see if we can fix that. So if we edit our original feature for this guy, and then what? We go -1, so he goes up. Is it going to do it to the other one as well? Yep, it did. Dan's a genius. All right, dog's good. Okay. One last thing that we got to do. We do a sketch on the neck, back in the neck, and then let's do wireframe. Let's take this outermost edge and then go back and whoops. And then make a hole. So the logic for this is that our cylinder for our fastener that we made is 10 millimeter diameter. So we want to make a through hole that gives that isn't like too much slop in the hole, but gives it's a big enough hole that the fastener can fit through. So if the cylinder is 10, we'll make this 11. You got 0.5 on each side. And then we'll extrude cut through. We'll just do blind and then just select your neck piece. And then the last thing you can do, I just like adding little rounds. Whenever you have these like big bosses, I like adding little rounds that connect. Just give a little more stability to your design so they don't snap off. And we can increase this to what? 2. 1 is fine. It works. And if it's not letting you, you could go 1 by 1 and just up it until it doesn't let you anymore. And then let's turn on our back. We need to make holes for the covers for the fasteners to go through. Convert. So we're sketching right on the back right now. I can't see. Make sure you grab that top edge too, because the threads are curving. You don't want to convert like one of these and have your axis be off center. Also, I want to move this box over. It's kind of in the way of this hole. So this is the great thing about parametric modeling. You guys ever need to change anything, it is nice and easy. So just move this over. I don't know why it's like... What is going on here, guys? There we go. Boom. And then close the back folder, sketch. And same thing as before, we just want little holes that our fasteners can fit through. So if we make these equal, and then dimension, 11, nice through hole for the 10 millimeter diameter fastener to fit through. We're good. Boom. All right, let's go back to our assembly and just make sure everything looks good. So, you can hide the back. Oh, that's an issue. So we're bumping into our stepper motor here. So, do edit component. I'm gonna hide this thing, stepper gear. I'm gonna make a sketch on our little snowboard. And then I want this circle that's like bumping into our design here. Yeah. So make that construction, offset. We'll give it plenty of space. We'll do a whole millimeter. How's that? And then we just cut it out of our select which piece we want to cut, and we'll click the snowboard. Boom. There you go. Plenty of clearance around that cylindrical boss. So now you have your... So let's look at... we should rename this too. Stepper... stepper beam? I don't know. And then... So basically, this stepper motor is plopped into this this position where it's pretty tight, and then these ears are pressed into these holes, and these walls are like trapping these edges on the blue cover, so it can't rotate. And the only thing right now is that it can come out of the page once this gear starts turning. But now we have our stepper beam, and fasteners are going to go through here, locking it down and like forcing it down into position. So now it really can't move at all. And then of course, the right way to do this, if we had money to spend on some hardware, is to get like self-tapping screws to thread through and make holes here and just go right through those ears. But trying to save some money. All right. I think that's pretty good. Let's put this all in a new folder. Whoops. We'll name it threads. Everything named? Oh, the body changed names. Body what? 4 we're up to? We'll save this. I think that's it. Okay, let's review real quick. And also, so let's open up our 3D printed nut and bolt file again. And let's just hide the nut. And then I want to do a, what's it called? Let's hide the nut. And then I want to add an axis just so we can mate it in our assembly. So what if we just go back to the first feature and then do axis and just make an axis and select the cylindrical face, and then I'll make an axis down the center. So now we can like mate stuff to it. So save that. And then we'll go to our assembly and then insert component, 3D printed fastener. And then we can start putting these into place. So what if I, whoops, what if I do, okay, so you gotta click the eye and make sure axis is selected. And then we're gonna mate this to this. Where'd he go? What if I go wireframe? Is he gonna appear? Yeah, he's all the way in there. No. I'm gonna push him out of there. And then I want one more mate. That's here to here. Boom. There you go. So now let's take a section view and check him out. Nice. He's engaging with those threads. And then if you wanted to, you could go and put threads in all the other holes that we have, but it was just to make sure. But I think this is looking pretty good. See you in the next video. Should make sure that we are not, the neck isn't intersecting here. I printed mine out and I realized that it was intersecting. So to fix this, let's go to the threads where this was placed. So this was one of the move bodies, right? So yeah, we're overlapping here. So if you take the measure tool and then you do this edge and this edge, so we're overlapping by 1 millimeter. So we have to go down 1 millimeter. So in the positive Z direction, 1 millimeter. Okay. Scroll to the end. Everything should update. Okay, I think we're good now. So make sure you're not overlapping there.